Yeah, we're right behind.
We are? Okay, I'm glad we got it. Well, no lights came on, no power.
The second level, that'll be a press box and hospitality.
Everywhere they go, weather drops.
just for lacrosse. That's ITB units now. They're going to get the field. I don't take pictures of it.
So he's all done. 2,500 guys. Not that far. Congrats. Probably like 2 years ago when you started the charts.
Make an announcement.
Dude, all the charts
Here,
here.
you know.
The chart help. I help.
That would actually help when there's deadlines and all that stuff. The first prompt. I actually. We are all
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ECAV Stadium for today's NCAA Division III Women's Lacrosse match, featuring the Clarkson Golden Knights and your Engineers. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the last regular season home game for those Engineers in the class of 2024. We look forward to honoring each of these women at the conclusion of today's game. Please join us in recognizing Gabby Valley, Caitlin Kemp, Mia Bangelmeyer, Riley Eldridge, Roya Lewis, Megan Shea, and Jenny Canfield as they take the field today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for our visitors from Clarkson. Starting on defense, a sophomore from Adams, New York, number 1, Ireland Morgia. Starting at midfield, a junior from East Aurora, New York, number 7, Julia Patterson. A graduate student on attack from Watertown, New York, number 8, Julia Lavarnway. At midfield, a senior from Dexter, New York, number 9, Riley Ganter. On attack, a senior from Rome, New York, number 11, Haley Millington. At midfield, a senior from Boston Lake, New York, number 13, Madeline Barnum. At midfield, a junior from Middlebury, Vermont, number 14, Caitlin McNamara. On defense, a sophomore from Baldwinsville, New York, number 15, Maeve Bartell. On defense, a senior from Camillus, New York, number 18, Meredith James. On attack, a freshman from Cortland, New York, number 23, Gabby Cranfield. In goal, a freshman from Half Moon, New York, number 25, Claire Tucker. And on attack, a freshman from Granby, Connecticut, number 33, McKenna Cassidy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, head coach Leslie Delano will present the Clarkson seniors with some flowers. Once again, a round of applause for the Clarkson seniors today. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your RPI Engineers. Starting on defense, a sophomore from Middletown, Maryland, number 3, Sophia Cedroni. On defense, a senior from Marcellus, New York, number 4, Caitlin Kemp. On defense, a freshman from Bedford, New Hampshire, number 5, Sabrina Tipping. At midfield, a senior from Kennebunk, Maine, number 6, Mia Bengelmeyer. On attack, a senior from Groton, Massachusetts, number 9, Riley Eldridge. At midfield, a junior from Bloomington, Minnesota, number 14, Ella Graff. On attack, a junior from Wyckoff, New Jersey, number 15, Lauren DeLeo. On defense, a freshman from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, number 16, Audrey Silverman. At midfield, a freshman from Mechanicville, New York, number 20, Emily Speck. On defense, a junior from Sloatsburg, New York, number 21, Kat Kama. At midfield, a graduate student from Rochester, Massachusetts, number 22, Megan Shea. And in goal, a senior from Great Falls, Virginia, number 35, Jenny Canfield. The assistant coach for your Engineers is Eileen Radigan, and the head coach is Leslie Delano. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, RPI, the Liberty League, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting all of our participants today in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments are not intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, and team representatives. We're not tolerated under grounds for removal from the stadium. Thank you for supporting RPI athletics. Let's go.
Let's go green! What'd you say? I love the energy.
Welcome, lacrosse fans, to Troy, New York for the second of our Senior Day double lacrosse header here today. We've got Women's Liberty League lacrosse action coming at you here as Emily Speck just won that draw right back to junior number 15, Lauren DeLeo. Your hometown RPI Engineers doing battle this afternoon with the Clarkson University Golden Knights, as the Engineers take possession here early on their offensive end, courtesy of DeLeo's draw control. Silverman wrapping the corner from the crease there, looking to find some space. We'll dump this one off to Graf. RPI coming in at 6-7 overall in the season, 5-4 in the Liberty League. Graf driving in, gets fouled. She will get a chance to take a free position here early in this contest within the first few seconds. Engineers suffered a tough loss here at home on Wednesday night, losing to Union 9-8. Graf driving in, shoots and scores! And she throws her hands up in the air, and we've got the pep band playing here on a beautiful sunny afternoon here for some Saturday Liberty League women's lacrosse action. Engineers go up 1-0 to start this game. Tail of the tape coming in against Clarkson University. 8-7 on the season, 2-6 in the Liberty League.
RPI goal on the free position, scored by number 14.
Graf. That's her first goal of the game today. She had 4 goals and 1 assist in 2023 in an RPI 18-13 win at Clarkson. Starting early off the free position line, goes off stick side, buries it. Meg Shea, one of the seniors being honored here today, the graduate midfielder, wins that draw control, dumps it down to Graf. Graf charges in. Clarkson goaltender looked like got a piece of it. A lot of white jerseys swarming that loose ball, and Engineers will retain possession. Clarkson coming in at 2-6 in the Liberty League, 8th place, and by virtue of St. Lawrence's 14-7 victory earlier today at RIT. And there's an Engineer goal. Lauren DeLeo, nice little roll dodge. Puts the Engineers up 2-0 here. Able to slide that one by freshman goaltender Claire Tucker. Shenendehowa High School product, Capital Region goaltender in her first season in Clarkson. Just not able to punch that one out of the air as DeLeo claps it up and gets to celebrate with her teammates. 2-0 here early in this Liberty League rivalry matchup. As I mentioned, Clarkson was eliminated from playoff contention by virtue of St. Lawrence's 14-7 victory earlier today at home versus RIT. RPI clinched a playoff spot despite their setback on Wednesday here at home against Union in a tough contest. The current score in Union University of Rochester is 11-7. The Garnet Chargers lead at home over in Schenectady. Depending on the outcome of today's game, as well as that contest, will depend on whether RPI will head up to Skidmore or to Union on Tuesday in the first round of Liberty League Women's Lacrosse playoff action. Golden Knights win their first draw control of the day. Look to see if they can find some offensive momentum here. Early here in the first quarter, junior Kat Kama stand tall there. Got a caused turnover and a ground ball on that possession. Engineers look to clear from left to right. So Droney will find Ella Graff streaking upfield here. Graff ducking underneath. As I mentioned earlier, in the 2023 18-13 win up in Potsdam, Graff had 4 goals and 1 assist, as did the other goal scorer so far today for this RPI team, Lauren DeLeo. Both 5-point days in concert with Megan Shea, who had 4 goals and 6 draw controls. Led this Engineers team to victory as senior attacker Mia Bangelmeyer rolled the crease there from the left side elbow, but Tucker was able to get to the off-stick side and collect that one for the first save of the day for her. Long pass into the middle of the field. It's taken away. Meg Shea with a nice caused turnover in the ride, but gave it right back. Number 15 there, Maeve Bartel, a sophomore defender out of Baldwinsville, New York, in the Syracuse area, able to cut in front of Shea, who was looking to push transition. And the Engineers will be down a player for a minute here. Emily Speck called for a green card infraction. Green cards are a new foul assessed between each 30-yard line. Any foul between the 30s is a 1-minute player-up opportunity for the team in possession that gets fouled. Golden Knights led on offense by Madeline Barnum. See if they can find her here to get their first tally of the day. Team working against a very stout RPI defense. Held one of the top teams in the Liberty League, the Union Garnet Chargers, to 2 goals at halftime and only 9 overall on the day. Fortunately, Union's 5-1 fourth quarter ultimately secured the victory for Union in the rivalry matchup. And Mesner on a cut down the middle of the 8-meter cuts this RPI lead to 1 at 11:12 left in the first quarter. Excuse me, that was Casson, McKenna Casson, with the first Golden Knights goal of this afternoon. Casson, the freshman attack midfielder, found some space in the heart of that defense and was able to catch and finish past goaltender Jenny Canfield for Clarkson's first opportunity to draw blood here this afternoon in Troy, New York. Casson comes into today's contest, the first-year attack midfielder out of Granby, Connecticut. 26 goals, 2 assists on the season, as her 27th on the season. 14 goals, 1 assist in Liberty League with the Golden Knights' first tally of the day. DeLeo in this Engineers draw unit wins another one, so they'll get another offensive possession here. DeLeo 1 goal and 6 draw controls in that setback on Wednesday. She's at 98 career points with that goal earlier, now at 99, 1 more point away from breaking the century mark in her career. Freshman Audrey Silverman, nice roll dodge underneath. Not quite able to put that one on frame, but Bangelmeyer backed it up. Engineers will retain possession here with 47 seconds left on the possession clock. Engineers looking to respond after that tough setback in which Union outscored them 5-1 in the fourth quarter. We're able to draw blood here first in this matchup as Graff goes left to right, takes a long shot, and a great save by the freshman goaltender Tucker, able to get to her near side pipe off stick side, snagged that one out of the air. Long self-clear here by number 15, Maeve Bartel. Bartel, as I mentioned, the sophomore defender out of Baldwinsville, New York, there, able to provide some great individual effort as Clarkson will look to see if they can find another opportunity to put one on net here. Right to left dodge was denied there by another senior that will be honored here today, Riley Eldridge. On the opposite side, the Knights are able to get underneath and have evened this game up at 2-2 with 9:21 left in this first quarter.
All right, great.
Nice little inside roll dodge there. Able to tuck her stick away from the second team All Liberty League defender, Kat Kama, junior defender there. Just got underneath Kama was Riley Ganter. Excuse me, that was number 8, Julia Lavarnway. Lavarnway, one of the two main engines of this Golden Knights offense that is led by number 13, senior midfielder out of local Boston Spa High School, Madeline Barnum. Barnum, the 2023 first team All Liberty League and second team All Region player, became the program's all-time leading scorer in their setback 15-14, losing a heartbreaker on Wednesday at home to St. Lawrence that ultimately eliminated them from Liberty League playoff contention, with St. Lawrence's win earlier today as well. Junior attacker Ella Graff here. Nice little hitch dodge. Gets past. Hits the pipe. She thought it went in the inside. Officials did not blow the whistle and confirm it. Golden Knights came out of the scrum with the ball. We'll have to clear through a very aggressive Engineers ride. Graff and some of the Engineers fans thought that one came off the inside pipe. Fortunately for RPI, that ball was failed to be cleared. Nice pressure there by this Engineers ride. Going to afford them the opportunity to clear themselves and step it in. Does Emily Speck, another senior midfielder, Gabby Valley. Valley looks to play it in the middle, and Claire Tucker way out of her crease. Took that one out of the air in the middle of the 8-meter arc. Great individual effort from the freshman goaltender. The Golden Knights are pushing transition here, ultimately going to settle this one in, see if they can get some numbers. Clarkson lost at home, as I mentioned earlier, on Wednesday to St. Lawrence, their rival, 15-14. St. Lawrence's 9-5 outscored the Golden Knights in the second half was the tale of that tape. Both teams looking to respond here in this Saturday final regular season Liberty League contest after those tough one-goal losses to crosstown rivals and conference opponents. DeLeo pushing in here on the fast break. Finds Meg Shea. Shea pumps for shooting space. And she'll get on the free position line, a place she feels very comfortable. 3 of her 4 goals came off the 8-meter free position line on Wednesday evening. Program's all-time leading scorer. Ducks around Tucker, and the Golden Knights swinging sticks from those trail defenders. And it's 3-2 here at ECAV Stadium, folks. Megan Shea continuing to put up points for this Engineers offense. Her and Graff tied for the most points on the season, both at 33 goals and 4 assists. She was able to avoid some of those Golden Knights crashing defenders and beat Tucker to the near side pipe, her off stick side, for the Engineers' 3rd goal of this contest. Shea, first team All Liberty League, second team All Region in 2023, closing in on first place in all-time points for a career, has the mark of first all-time in the RPI Women's Lacrosse record books for goals, and by a pretty wide margin, continuing to extend that margin here with the Engineers' 3rd goal of the afternoon. Silverman handling this ball off the right pipe, jockeying for position. She'll take a nice bounce shot and scores. Audrey Silverman coming alive here late in the season. That's her 17th goal on the season, her 25th point as a first-year player out of Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania. Abington High School. Silverman's now up to 18 points in conference play, her 14th tally in Liberty League action. As you see here, nice little drive-through pressure. She tried to roll underneath, got the defender to overcommit, was able to find some space inside that 8-meter arc and bounced one past Tucker. Engineers lead now at 2, up 4-2 with 6:53 left here in the first quarter. Coach Leslie Delano hoping that her team's able to respond here today and honor their seniors with a victory and head into next Tuesday's first round of Liberty League playoffs with some momentum. She's in her 21st season here at RPI. William Smith grad, dual sports student athlete there, soccer and women's lacrosse, assisted by Eileen Radigan in her first season, St. Rose grad and Connecticut native. Mia Bangelmeyer rolling from X here will look to feed up top. Finds the senior midfielder number 1, Gabby Valley. Valley looks to feed Silverman. Couldn't quite connect, and that ball will be going the opposite direction. On the opposite side, Clarkson is coached by Allie Burrows, Indiana University of Pennsylvania grad, in her second season as the head coach after spending 3 seasons from 2019 through 2022 as the assistant coach for the Clarkson women's lacrosse program. She's assisted by Georgia Ryan, who's in her first season, goaltender out of University of Charleston in West Virginia. Her first season up in Potsdam, New York, supporting this Golden Knights program. Engineers on defense here look to see if they can continue to stymie this Golden Knights attack that's found a couple 1v1 opportunities to put their first 2 tallies on the board. As I mentioned earlier, team is led by 2 dynamic offensive players there, and one of them is Haley Millington, who just ripped one on net, and Jenny Canfield was able to pick that one right out of the air. Hard foul on the ride, and that'll be a yellow card coming up here against Casson. Freshman defender number 29, Kira Abelset, on the other end of that. She also soaked one at midfield against Union College, so playing through some physical contact is the Impact first-year defender. Her, along with number 5, Sabrina Tipping, former high school teammates who won a New Hampshire state title in their senior season, having an impact for a very stout Engineers defense that is backstopped by Jenny Canfield, who has really come alive these last few weeks, seeing the ball really well in net, is the senior goalkeeper out of Great Falls, Virginia. Edwell will step it over with a nice effort after receiving the ball from Tipping, and this Engineers offense will get some subs onto the field and look to get set up. Engineers finding some space here early by changing and varying up the angles with which they're driving and feeding. DeLeo sees some space, rolls in, decides to pull it back out, finds Shea up top. Gabby Valley now swinging low. Player up offense trying to find those seams. Work the ball through this offensive zone of the Golden Knights and find an opportunity being up a player. To see if they find some open space. And they do. Tucker came way out of the net there again, trying to deter that feed into the middle of the 8. But the freshman connection of Silverman to Speck puts this Engineers lead up to 3. Great heads-up play there by Emily Speck, finding that space off the diagonal feed from Audrey Silverman, who was below GLE. Silverman put enough on it to get it over the top of goaltender Claire Tucker's stick. And 2 of the Impact offensive players for this Engineers team, Audrey Silverman and Emily Speck, connect for the 5th goal of the day for RPI. Speck came into today's contest with 9 goals and 4 assists for 13 points, able to secure her 10th goal on her first season in her first season of action here in Troy, New York. Local Shenendehowa High School product. Been really instrumental for this RPI draw control unit, as well as their offense as of late. Speck came into today's contest with 6 goals and 4 assists in Liberty League play, notches her 7th in conference play and 10th on the season. Engineers win this next draw control, have some extra offense here still with the yellow card. And they find DeLeo inside. Valley to DeLeo. And the Engineers' hot offensive starts continue with 6 goals here through the first 12.5 minutes of this first quarter. See, nice job of Gabby Valley being patient. Drew 2 defenders, found the streaking Lauren DeLeo from left to right in the middle of the 8-meter arc. And that will be Lauren DeLeo, junior midfielder's 100th career points. Congrats to her for passing that career milestone. It's been a real impact player as well in conference play. Came into today's contest with 24 points on 13 goals and 11 assists, as well as with 32 draw controls in conference play. Has been one of the do-it-all players for this Engineers team as a junior. Golden Knights will come away with that draw control and have an offensive possession here. As we've got 3:30 left here in the first quarter. Engineers 6-2 lead so far. As I mentioned earlier, Golden Knights led by Megan Barnum, who is 2nd overall in the conference right now in goals, 1st in points, 1st in caused turnovers, and 4th in draw controls. Key takeaways for today's game is to really minimize her impact on this game. Lefty feeder for this Golden Knights offense. Julia Lavernway, graduate attacker out of Watertown, New York. And the Golden Knights find some opportunities there and seize it. It's 6-3 here at ECAV Stadium. Fast and furious action here in some Capital Region lacrosse, as that is McKenna Casson. She finds her 2nd of the day on the feed from number 23 freshman attacker Gabby Cranfield. Finding a soft spot in that Engineers defense. And the Golden Knights have cut the lead here to 3 on the shoulders of Casson's 2nd goal on the day. As I mentioned, Casson had come into this contest with 28 points, 26-2, 2 goals here early. She's hit 30 on the season and 15 goals in conference play. Again, this Golden Knights team led by Barnum and Lavernway getting some support from the secondary options on this team. As Meg Shea won the draw control, is now pressing into this Golden Knights defense. It's all evened up, folks, after that yellow card has expired on Clarkson, so we'll see a little bit more man-to-man 7v7 action here on this offensive possession as they start to press out on DeLeo. She's able to handle the pressure and move it over to Ella Graff and Gabby Valley. Graff 1v1 here. Draws the quick slide. Looking for some opportunities off the stack to the left elbow. Couldn't find a cutter. She'll pull it back out. Finds DeLeo. DeLeo swing it over to Shea. Shea over to Speck. Speck with a nice underhand shot that caught a piece of Tucker's stick and helmet. The Golden Knights will find possession of the rebound and look to outlet here. Under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Great ball movement by the Engineers offense, and Speck with a cheeky shot on cage, just not able to beat Tucker to the back of the net there. Barnum charging in against senior captain Caitlin Kemp. She'll take a far shot and score. High heat from the Golden Knights, leading scorer and the leading overall point scorer in the Liberty League. Finds her first tally of the day with 95 seconds left here in the first quarter. See, she gets under Kemp, pumps the tipping slide, and as she's fading away, it has enough juice on that release. Beats Canfield stick side high. Barnum came into today's game with 75 points on the season, 63 goals, 12 assists, a do-it-all player for this Golden Knights team. 80 draw controls, 36 ground balls, and 30 caused turnovers. stat sheet stuffing two-way midfielder, became the program's all-time leading scorer on Wednesday, and her 80 draw controls coming into today's game were the most in program history. Engineers will really look to limit her, and number 8, the lefty, Julia Lavernway, came into today's contest with 73 points, 40 in Liberty League play, first in assists and fourth in points in the conference. Engineers' draw control unit, though, it has been very effective so far this afternoon, as their lead has been cut to 2, 6-4. High-scoring first quarter here with about 1:09 left to play. See if the Engineers can find another opportunity here to extend this lead. Leo patient with the ball there, is able to swing it up to Mia Bangelmeyer. Great spacing and sharing of the ball so far for this Engineers offense. They've been able to capitalize on some opportunities here early on. Bangelmeyer will swing it over to the left elbow to Gabby Valley. Valley on the give and go from Silverman will score. Senior midfielder Gabby Valley makes it 7-4 Engineers with a beautiful give and go off the left elbow. Silverman to Valley. And the Engineers have 7 goals on the day. As you see there, a nice little lever pass on the give and go to Silverman, who was curling around from GLE. Valley able to beat Tucker to the low stick side. She celebrates with her fellow teammates, and the pep band was playing for that one, folks. Great support from a crowd that was able to see 2 Senior Day contests here today, the second of your doubleheader here at ECAV Stadium. Engineers men's lacrosse team unfortunately fell earlier today to nationally ranked St. Lawrence University 15-10. Women's team looking to see if they can come out of this Saturday, last Saturday of regular season play in Liberty League competition with a W, and Megan Shea swooped that one out of the air off the draw control, clear by the Golden Knights, and takes a hard hit. She was looking to clear into space. That's going to be a yellow card. High stick cross check against Shea by number 9, Riley Ganter. Senior midi defender out of Dexter, New York, North Country graduate. A little too high up on the approach there. Hopefully Shea is okay as she's getting some assistance from her teammates. Great individual effort there by Shea to kind of stalk that long clearing pass at midfield and steal that one away. He's trying to carry it into the offensive end, and Ganter came in high with the stick up into the shoulder and neck region and took Shea down. So that'll be a 2-minute yellow card against Ganter. Hopefully Shea's able to get some medical attention from our sports medicine staff here at RPI. Hopefully she's okay and able to heal up. Play will get restarted, and the Engineers are going to run out the quarter clock here, maintain possession. Since that is a yellow card, they will get the ball coming out of the quarter break. 7-4, this Engineers team has come out fast and furious, putting up 7 goals in the first quarter. Clarkson's answered on a few of them in our Senior Day action here at ECAV Stadium. Just want to take a quick second to pause and honor each of the seniors as we take a look at some first quarter goals, excuse me. Ella Graff, nice job off the free position, going off stick side. And then Lauren DeLeo with a nice rollback question mark move, sliding that one past Tucker for her first goal of the day. As you see, the Golden Knights answering. Lavernay, the lefty attacker who really helps run this offense, cut the lead. And then Megan Shea off the 8-meter line, doing what she does, finding the back of the net. And then Silverman, great individual effort buries that one between Tucker's legs for her first tally. And then it was Silverman again finding Speck on the player up opportunity. And then Gabby Valley finds Lauren DeLeo for DeLeo's 100th career point and second goal of today's action. Golden Knights quickly answering back there. Casson finding that nice opportunity in the middle. And then Clarkson's fourth goal coming on the shoulders of their do-it-all impact midfielder, Barnum. And then it was Silverman to Valley on a nice give and go. And that's why we have a 7-4 contest so far here. Lots of scoring, lots of action as we honor the RPI graduating women's lacrosse senior group is recognized as you see some impact plays from some of those seniors in the first quarter. Gabby Valley, number 1 senior midfielder. Caitlin Kapp, number 4 senior defender and team captain. Number 6 attacker Mia Bangelmeyer. Number 9 Riley Eldridge plays defense and is one of the pivotal players on this draw control unit for the Engineers. Eldridge came into today's contest helping backstop this Engineers stout defense. 15 ground balls, 12 caused turnovers, and 28 draw controls. Again, stepping up in her final season here in Troy, New York, hopping on to a really impactful draw unit. Rounding out the seniors that we are recognizing today after today's contest, Roya Lewis. Lewis, number 13, midfielder that was converted to attack in her senior season, local Shaker High School product. And finally, Megan Shea, number 22, graduate midfielder, do-it-all player for this Engineers team, all-time leading career goal scorer for the RPI women's lacrosse program. And in net, Jenny Canfield, who's had 2 13-plus save contests in Liberty League play over the last 2 weeks here. Senior out of Great Falls, Virginia. One of the really great runs that you've seen out of a goaltender, seeing the ball really well. She had 13 saves for a 59% save percentage on Wednesday in the loss to Union. And then last Saturday, a week ago here, in a big win over Vassar that helped this RPI team secure a Liberty League playoff berth. Saved 13 as well for a 60-plus save percentage on the day. Action will get started here in the second quarter. Engineers working their man-up offense with that yellow card on the foul against Shea. See if they can find the back of the net. Silverman will do so. 8-4, 30 seconds into this second quarter. Engineers extend their lead. Audrey Silverman, Johnny on the spot there. Able to find that pass that got tipped. DeLeo looking to feed inside. Ball got tipped and contested by the Golden Knights player down defense. Silverman hanging off that right pipe. Is able to find the ball that trickled through, picked it up, and beat Tucker to the back of the net. Silverman, 2 goals, 2 assists, the impact attacker in her first season, stuffing the stat sheet here early on in a very balanced way. Engineers have 6 different goal scorers of their 8 goals so far here through a quarter and 30 seconds of play. Be a violation on the draw there, so Barnum will get it going here, pushing it into the Clarkson offensive end. Down 8-4. She takes a long loop as you could tell the Engineers know who one of the impact players are on this Clarkson offense, able to kind of swarm to her and not allow her to drive in off of the beginning of that possession. They'll see if they can work it over here. Laverne Way working this left side against Kama. Dumps it off to Barnum. Barnum 1v1 against Tipping. She takes a shot on the run wide. Canfield punched it. Great save by Jenny Canfield there. Denied the alley dodge on the run shot from Barnum. Official's going to stop play here. Ball will stay with Laverne Way and this Golden Knights offense. Going to get a shot clock reset off of that save by Canfield. Engineers lead 8-4, 13:49 left here in the first half. Laverne Way pushing in. That lefty attacker runs a lot of the offensive sets for this Clarkson team. She feeds inside. Casson rolling back. Bounce shot and scores, and she slams her stick down. That's a hat trick for McKenna Casson. And the Golden Knights have cut the Engineer lead to 3. Lavernway finds Casson, who rolled away from pressure there, and with a slick bounce shot, able to beat Canfield in this high-scoring Liberty League Saturday women's lacrosse action here at ECAV Stadium. Casson leading the way so far for this Clarkson team. She's got a hat trick to her name. 3 goals of the 5 that her team's put on the board here in first half action. Beautiful feed inside there by Lavernway. Again, the 2023 honorable mention All Liberty League player, leading the conference in assists so far in conference play. Draw goes back into the RPI defensive end. Shea back on the field, able to corral that opportunity, so the draw control will go to number 22 in the stat book, and the Engineers will look to see if they can add another offensive possession here midway through, in the beginning of the second quarter. Foul on the clear off of the draw control. It's going to come here against number 23, Gabby Cranfield. Cranfield's going to go to the box for a minute. So the Engineers, once they step it into this offensive zone, will have a 1-minute player up opportunity. And balanced scoring so far for this Engineers offense. 6 different goal scorers of the 8 that they've put up, led by DeLeo with 2, Silverman with 2 of her own. Done a great job of sharing the ball so far and finding different initiators and different finishers, both on and off ball. Graff will swing it back into the middle here, shifting the ball from right to left. Valley stepping in, trying to draw shooting space, not able to get the call. Wallard now feeding Silverman. Officials are going to call a infraction against this player down Golden Knights zone defense. So Wallard will have the free position off the hanging hash here to the stadium sideline. She'll feed across to Graff. Graff, high shot gets punched away there. Had the opportunity high off stick side right on top of Tucker, and she was equal to it. Golden Knights will look to see if they can clear through this Engineers ride. They'll have to double back and switch fields. Graff, Silverman, DeLeo, and Bangelmeyer doing a great job so far. Clarkson finally finds Barnum, and they'll look to settle their offensive personnel onto the field and get their play set up. They send it low to Ganter. Ganter and Lavernier. And that's Lavernier finding Barnum. 2 leading scorers for this offense with some early action in the possession clock there have cut the Engineer lead to 2 with 11:43 left here in the second quarter. And you see the velocity on Barnum's shot, one of the reasons why she's one of the leaders, leading goal scorers in the Liberty League Conference, leading overall point scorer coming into today in the conference. Finds her second goal of the afternoon.
One more time!
Engineers draw control unit led by Megan Shea, Emily Speck, and DeLeo here to see if they can find one. Not able to do so as Barnum's able to push that one out into space, hunts the ball, finds another draw control, and runs away from DeLeo. Pushing it inside here now. Finds Millington. Millington lost a handle on it. Great collapsing defense there by the low defenders for this Engineers defense. Unfortunately, unable to clear. Clarkson caused some chaos in the middle of the field there, and they're going to be able to step it back in. Engineers did a great job of collapsing in there on Millington's drive through the 8-meter arc, dispossessed her from the ball, but unfortunately some chaos caused by that Clarkson ride has afforded them an extra possession here. Eight-6 game in this high-scoring first half here. Laverne working on. Kama finds Barnum again. Canfield punched it out. Kemp found the ground ball, got it knocked out of her stick by Cranfield. Millington picked it up. And the Golden Knights' aggressive ride so far has afforded them some opportunities to win back some possessions after RPI has gotten some saves. Casson working up top against Abdulsaid. Will send it over across the top of the 8. Great defense there by Abdulsaid, and Valley denying the opportunity from Brooklyn Perigo. Ball up top now with Barnum. Barnum working on the freshman defender, tipping. Gets underneath, takes a low angle shot in the run, scores. Barnum slid that one past Canfield on the run, and it's a 1-goal lead here. 8-7, Engineers lead cut in the last few minutes by a couple runs of Clarkson goals. See Barnum on the run, just beat Canfield on a bouncer stick side as she was fading away from any sort of shooting angle. Senior midfielder out of Ballston Spa, local capital region product. All-time leading scorer for the Clarkson program, having her way so far here in this first half. First half hat trick to her name as she sends that ball way over into the defensive end. It's going to be a offsides violation on one of the Clarkson attackers, so Meg Shea will pick this ball up, truck it into the offensive zone for the Engineers. She'll get fouled after she stepped over the 30, so be no green card penalty assessed, but the Engineers will have possession of the ball on offense here. Got a pause in action here as the officials sort out a clock adjustment. Again, want to say congratulations to our seniors here as play gets restarted. Celebrating them here after today's contest, so please stick around. Shea founds a ground ball off a failed feed, shoots it wide. Bangelmeyer with the backup here. Swings it up to DeLeo. DeLeo to Silverman. Engineers will get their offensive set organized. 8-7, their lead's been cut here in recent moments. As a heavy extended pressure out on Shea, forced it out of her stick. She refound it, was charging in, and she got fouled. So this will be a free position opportunity for Megan Shea. Able to rally after soaking some physical contact early in the first quarter. Back out on the field. Valley finds Bangelmeyer. Bangelmeyer pumps into shooting space in the middle of the 8. Also got some contact to her shoulder, so she'll get a free position opportunity from the 8-meter arc, where Shea's was outside the 8, so was designated at 12 meters. Bangelmeyer stepping in. She shoots a bounce shot and scores. Senior attacker out of Kennebuck, Maine, finds the Engineers' 9th goal of the day on the scoreboard and extends this lead back to 2. Great job charging in there through traffic. Beats Claire Tucker low on the bounce shot. Bangelmeyer finds her 6th goal in Liberty League play. 6th goal on the season. She's made some impactful plays as the 3rd and 4th attacker for this RPI Engineers offense. really stepped up her play here late into conference play, as seniors tend to do. Speck working with Shea and DeLeo on the draw circle here. Speck won it back to DeLeo, who won a 50-50 ground ball. Now outlets it to Roya Lewis. Lewis, a fellow senior here, getting some run and attack. Handles the pressure well, dumps it back to DeLeo. DeLeo to Bangelmeyer. She circles back around, allows her offensive teammates to kind of get set up here and work a different side of the field. Graf off the right elbow will decide to swing it back to Bangelmeyer at X. Bangelmeyer quarterbacking this offense as Silverman gets a rest. Golden Knights defense starting to extend out, a little bit more pressure up top on the ball carrier for the Engineers offense. Graf with a nice hitch and go opportunity, finds her way through the middle, tries to send it high off stick side. Tucker saw that one all the way through to her stick, and will look to outlet to the bench side. Graf responding with some great pressure in the ride here. And unfortunately, she's going to go to the bench. 1 minute green card there, extending the stick on the redefend. A little frustrated there with the call by the official. Coach Radigan hoping to impart some wisdom there to one of the two leading scorers for this Engineers team. Be a player-up opportunity for this Clarkson team as they're able to successfully clear it over. Great hustle by Graf on the redefend and ride there. Officials unfortunately saw some extra contact, so she'll sit for a minute. Kama going 1v1 against Lavernay, trying to really get into those feeding lanes, disrupt the motion of this offense. Casson charging in. Nice check by Bethy Spizzo, denying the opportunity for Casson to get her stick free for a shooting opportunity. Lavernay is going to switch through X here. They'll feed inside to Millington. Millington through contact and scores. The officials are going to wave it off, though. Great defense there on the help slide. Negates the Golden Knights goal, so that'll be a charge against Millington. Spizzo will have the possession of this ball, looking to clear. Great help defense there. Unfortunately, Clarkson Ride is able to steal this one back out of the air. Number 15, Maeve Bartel, got a piece of it and is going to hand this one off to Lavernay as they get their offense set up. Engineers green card penalty expired, so we're back to 7v7 evened up lacrosse here. Barnum going 1v1 against number 3, Sophia Cedrone. Cedrone, sophomore defensive and defensive midfielder. Barnum tried to shake her loose, took another shot on the run. Canfield saw this one, swallowed it up. Tipping, juking away at Millington, and Lavernay is able to get away from the trail check. Finds Quinn Wallard coming out of the box, so great job there by the Engineers clear. Will afford them an offensive possession here. Ball will swing low to Roya Lewis, the senior attacker out of shaker high, looking to feed. Will decide to swing it on the perimeter. 9-7 here. About 5:35 left in this contest. Bangelmeyer rolling from X. Righty's looking to feed or find some free space to dodge. We'll send it up to Valley. Valley, the senior midfielder, through the middle here. Tucks away against the help slide and draws a foul. Great heads-up offensive play there by Gabby Valley. Found some real estate that was ultimately denied from a shooting opportunity. Tucked her stick away from the sliding defender and got fouled. So she'll have an 8-meter free position from the first inside hash from that right elbow. Valley charging in, puts a low bounce shot. And that one goes wide, and the officials will say that Clarkson defender was closest to it, so they will get possession here and have an opportunity to clear. Ganser fouled on the play. Switch fields on the restart. Golden Knights will try to leg this one over as Graf with some great hustle makes it difficult on the Golden Knights, who ultimately will successfully step this one into their offensive end. Ball will go back to Lavernway and Casson. Casson's going to switch fields now. Tight dodge underneath through traffic. Not able to fully get a clean release on that was Brooklyn Perigo. Great, again, help defense by this stout Engineers settled defense. And Abdul said we'll find Cedrone in the middle of the field. She'll clear up to Graff, and a great job by this Engineers defense to get the ball back quickly for their offense with some heads-up team defense and awesome opportunities on the clear. Lewis rolling from X there on the left side. Beat her defender, drew and help slide, but it's going to switch it through X here. Smart heads-up lacrosse by Lewis there after drawing some defenders. Bangelmeyer spinning, rolling through. Not able to quite maintain possession, working with Lewis and Valley. We've got a contested opportunity. And that ball is going to get checked out of Lewis's stick by Ireland Morja. Morja, the sophomore defensive midfielder from Adams, New York. Got a piece of Lewis's stick as she got some space on that ground ball and checked it out of bounds. Ganter clearing through. Physical redefend by the Engineers attack will ultimately successfully do so. Again, Clarkson coming off a very, very tough loss to crosstown rival St. Lawrence on Wednesday, 15-14. Looking to see if they can finish their season with a conference victory, sitting at 2-6 right now, 8th overall in the league. Cat Campbell with some great defensive 1v1 pressure on Lavernway. Lavernway working underneath. She finds some space and scores. Aldridge slid over to help her, but Lavernway able to adjust her stick angle, beats Canfield, and it's 9-8. Engineers lead cut to 1 with 2:36 left in action. Campbell did a great job denying top side. Lavernway just got underneath and got the shot off before Eldridge could get over there. Beats Canfield for the Golden Knights' 8th goal of the half. We've got a barn burner here, folks, from ECAV Stadium. 17 goals with 2:36 left to play in the first half. It's been really 3 main players for this Golden Knights team: Barnum, Lavernway, and Casson, with most of the points so far on the day for the Golden Knights. So 2 different styles of offense have been successful so far here in this Liberty League matchup. Engineers able to secure the draw control here as Bangelmeyer will look to work it to Valley. Engineers with an opportunity as time ticks away here in the second quarter to see if they can extend this lead back above 1 goal and hit double digits on the afternoon here early in this contest. DeLeo charging in, hits the pipe and scores. A righty on the run laser from Lauren DeLeo extends the Engineer lead back to 2 at 1:57 left in the second quarter. Nice hitch dodge. Hits that stick side near pipe. Ball bounced off the pipe, hit the goaltender in the back, and crossed that goal line for the Engineers' 10th goal on the day, 10th goal of the first half. DeLeo with the first half hat trick has really made her presence known here. 3 goals on 3 shots, 4 draw controls in the first half. The two-way midfielder out of New Jersey doing everything she can to secure a senior day home victory for this Engineers team. Speck working with Shea and DeLeo on this draw control. Shea will find the loose ball through traffic. Engineers look to see if they can play some make it, take it lacrosse here off the draw control. Sends it to Graff. Graff will set up off the elbow, decide to swing it low to Royal Lewis. Lewis working at X, has her defender hung up. She turns the corner and gets fouled, and will have an opportunity for an 8-meter free position there. Got her defender hung up. Heady Lacrosse IQ play there from number 13, the senior attack midfielder out of Shaker High School, Roya Lewis. And she'll have a free position opportunity from the first inside hash off the left elbow. Lewis charging in, tries to duck her stick to shoot, gets it checked away. Clarkson defender looked like she got a piece of it or maybe picked it up. Graff checked her stick, so it will stay with the Engineers here on offense. Ball will come up top to Shea. Shea driving right against Barnum, soaks some contact, and that'll be an 8-meter free position opportunity. Excuse me, no, that'll be at the 12-meter arc. So it'll be indirect here. Shea looks to tuck against Barnum. Barnum physical, one of the leading cause turnover players in the conference. A little too much action there from the help defense by Carolyn Clock. Actually, foul will be against Barnum for the check from behind. Shea's going to charge in, tucks her stick and puts it off stick side high for the Engineers' 11th goal of the half, extending the lead back to 3. Shea, a master off the free position line, tucking her stick through traffic, takes the extra step around Tucker before the goalie for Clarkson can get square. She puts it over her off stick side shoulder for the Engineers' 11th goal of the afternoon. 57 seconds left here in the second quarter in the first half from ECAV Stadium. Engineers up 11-8 on the visiting Liberty League rival Clarkson University Golden Knights. Speck, DeLeo, and Shea back out for this draw control unit for the Engineers. Working against Morja, Barnum, and Millington. There's some contact. They're going to call this one against Millington, I believe. So Shea will have possession, able to navigate through the redefend of the Clarkson attack. Drops it off to Graff. Under a minute here left. No cards so far, so Engineers will look to settle this one in and get the last shot before we head into halftime here, folks. Leo switching through X with Lewis. Lewis back over to DeLeo. DeLeo will send it up top to Valley. Valley with a head of steam, charges in, draws 2. Able to exit back out, drops it back to DeLeo. DeLeo works through the traffic. Under 10 seconds here. We'll see if we can get one more. Shea dumped it into Speck. Golden Knights defense able to collapse on the stick, and Tucker will take this one in through her crease. As the first half expires here, folks, from ECAV Stadium, it's Engineers leading the Clarkson University Golden Knights 8-11 in a barn burner of a first half as we take a look at some first half goals. Audrey Silverman pings the corner off the loose ground ball in the offensive zone. And then it's Casson answering at the opposite end, rolling back to her left hand and bearing a bouncer. And then it's Liberty League all-conference player and point scorer Barnum on the run, beating Canfield. And then senior Mia Bangelmeyer off the free position line, beating Tucker on a bouncer. And then Lavigny with a nifty little fading shot opportunity. And then it's Lauren DeLeo with the laser off the pipe. And then Meg Shea driving in, a master off the free position line, roofs it past Tucker. And those are some first half goals. 11-8 Engineers lead. We'll step away here at halftime, go grab some water, some coffee, or some nice snacks to eat. We'll be back here for second half action of Senior Day in a few minutes.
Alright. Travis Scott ain't come back. Travis Scott hasn't come back, so that's rare. Died, bro. Heck no, because people got trampled. You know what? I know. I love that song though. I know. Oh, you're on the Why are you not seeing it? That should come like a flag. Oh, I guess like Venom. Everybody's correct. My reversing? Oh, yeah. Huh? Cross. No, I don't. Oh, you're an OG. You're an OG. Were you born in 89? Were you born in chapter 3? Were you born in chapter 3? You're really on a trip, boy. get rid of, so guys don't mind. Yeah, that was 10. No, I got everything. Everything you think, bro. My account's worth like $2,000. I have Travis Scott. Ask him. He does have Travis Scott. He's not lying. I'm tall drunk 76. He's not going back. That's what Ella did. No one cares. She talked about no one cares. No one. No one cares. Yeah. It does.
Welcome back to ECAV Stadium. We've got second half action coming up here for you. Liberty League Women's Lacrosse regular season finale for the RPI Engineers and the visiting Clarkson University Golden Knights. Clarkson coming in today 8-7 on the season, but on a 6-game losing streak, which has put them at 2-6 in the Liberty League. Right now that sits for 8th place. Engineers 6-7 overall in the season, 5-4 in the Liberty League, tied for 5th place, and most likely with University of Rochester losing just earlier to Union College across the Capital Region here. We'll have them at 5th going into the Liberty League playoffs. But it's senior day, second half here coming up. Engineers lead 11-8 as Speck wins that one right out to DeLeo off the draw control, and the Engineers will start on offense here in this fast-paced second half as Shea puts one off the pipe on the give and go. Golden Knights will scoop this one up. 19 goals in the first 30 minutes of play. Saw a lot of scoring from both teams as Clarkson is playing its last contest of the 2024 season, leaving it all out in the field, trying to knock off a Liberty League rival that they've struggled with historically. 18-13 was the 2023 contest score, with the Engineers taking the victory up at Clarkson in Potsdam, New York. Engineers are 30-2 all-time against the Golden Knights. For the Engineers, it's been a balanced offensive effort here as they are on defense to start the third quarter of action after Shea hit the pipe. Casson rolls left, hits a pipe of her own. So 2 pipes to start this second half, third quarter of action. And a lot of fast-paced back and forth lacrosse has been the recipe for this afternoon. Tucker out of her crease again. Got that one away from Silverman on the cross crease feed. But Shea corrals the loose ball and will settle this down for the Engineers. Engineers most likely heading to Skidmore on Tuesday by virtue of most likely locking up that 5th seed with University of Rochester losing and falling to 5-5 in the conference standings. So regardless of how this next 30 minutes plays out, Engineers will live to fight another day, but definitely want to honor their seniors and go out with a conference victory over a conference rival. DeLeo got a deflected shot off there. Looked like that one bounced around. It's going to be Claire Tucker, the freshman goalie, who outlets this one. 11-8 here. Both possessions so far have seen some pipes and some deflected opportunities as Barnum charging in on Spizzo. Dumps it off to Millington. Millington shoots high and wide. The Golden Knights will back it up. As I mentioned earlier, most of this offensive output so far on the season and on the day has been led by a handful of players for the Golden Knights who are very impactful on the field. One with the ball right here, Julia Lavernway, is one of those players. The top assisting and point scorers in the Liberty League, was able to come out of that first half with 2 goals and 2 assists, 4 points to her name. Lavernway working against 2023 second team All Liberty League defender Kat Kama. Got some space there. And Canfield, I believe, got a piece of that one with her foot, punched it wide. And Ella Graff backed it up. You see the hustle and determination by the junior attacker out of Bloomington, Minnesota. She's self-clearing this one the length of the field through Golden Knights swinging sticks. And one of those swinging sticks was a little bit too much into a dangerous area. So that'll be a green card opportunity now coming up for the Engineers offense as Millington will sit in the box for at least 60 seconds. Engineers offense was pretty balanced in the first half. Seniors Gabby Valley and Mia Bangelmeyer with a goal to their list. Graff with a tally of her own for the junior attacker, one of the leading scorers, tied with Megan Shea for this Engineers team. Lauren DeLeo, the third leading scorer of this offense on the season, had a hat trick of her own in the first half. And Emily Speck, freshman, and Audrey Silverman had a goal, and Silverman 2 goals and 2 assists, really spreading the wealth of this offense. Megan Shea, also not to be forgotten, 2 goals of her own as Silverman drives in here against this player down defense of the Golden Knights. Spreading the wealth was the MO of this offense here in the first half. They'll look to see if they can continue to share the ball and find opportunities here in the second half as they cling to a 3-goal lead. Graff on the elbow. The lefty will send it back up to Valley. Valley dumps it off. Can't connect with Waller, but Speck backs it up. Valley skips it over to DeLeo. DeLeo under pressure, and that's going to be a foul on number 9, Riley Ganter. Golden Knights will successfully kill off the penalty, so we're back to settled 7v7 offense here. Wallard with a long shot right outside the 8-meter arc on the run on the feed from Graff. Hit the pipe. Ball came so far back out, she was able to collect it. Valley feeding to DeLeo. DeLeo looks, shoots, and scores. Valley to DeLeo. DeLeo's got 4 goals today, and the Engineers have a 4-goal lead. Fans loving to celebrate that one. Senior midfielder with a nice feed inside. DeLeo handling the pressure and contact to her body, able to get her stick around her defender as she was checked to the turf and beat Tucker, fading away from the net. Engineers 12, Golden Knights 8. Again, DeLeo having a great day so far for this Engineers team. 4 goals on 4 shots, 5 draw controls. Impactful 2-way midfielder, the junior out of Wyckoff, New Jersey, sparking this RPI effort so far today. Speck won the draw to herself and then was able to push it into space for the ground ball. And Lavernway fouled as Speck was trying to turn upfield to the offensive end of RPI, so it'll be another 1-minute green card assessed to this Clarkson team. Engineers step it over. 12-8 lead here so far. Balanced offensive effort, getting a lot of different players involved in different ways. Graff will carry low. The lefty attacker been really impactful for this team. Engineers looking to spread and share. Great mix of senior and junior experience level offense. Ball inside, Wallard. Shot looked like it got deflected. Engineers not able to win the 50-50 off the rebound. So the Golden Knights will clear. Still down a player for a few more seconds here. Shea looks to head off the drive. Not able to find any fishing opportunities from behind there as Maid Bartel will hand it off to Barnum and this Golden Knights offense that is now down 12-8 as they get an offensive possession. Clock's ticked under 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. Golden Knights have found success finding their main 2 or 3 options so far. It's been the tail of the tape for them on the offensive end. They swing to Lavingway. She's driving lefty hard off the thing, flip pass to Barnum. Barnum finding space against Cedrone. Great slide help there by Kira Appleseed. Deflected the shot by Barnum. Casson will move it up to Lavingway, who now fades back below GLE. She's looking to feed to the stack across the side or work the 1v1. Tipping, holding her ground. Lavingway getting underneath, losing angle, and that time Canfield punched it high away. Another save by Jenny Canfield. Great individual defense there by the freshman defender, Sabrina Tipping, number 5 out of Bedford, New Hampshire. Spizzo helps clear this one into Graff. Graff looks to feed in the secondary break, decides too risky, hands it off. Engineers offense back out onto their offensive end here. Phenomenal defensive effort there to force a bad angle shot by Lavingway, and Canfield able to see it all the way in has afforded the Engineers this offensive possession, looking to extend their lead to 5 goals here in the second half. Valley clears through. Shea working the 1v1 against Barnum. Loses possession, but then gangs it off the turf through traffic. Officials didn't blow the whistle there. Shea's shot went high on the deflection, so be about 30 seconds left in the possession clock. Engineers back it up, so they will retain. Stack elbow across from the lefty. Ella Graff. Graff, nice hitch dodge, finds her alley and scores. And the Engineers faithful and sideline, gotta love that one. Engineers extend the lead to 5, 6:51 left in the third quarter. Ella Graff with a nice hitch and go. Beats the slide, beats the 1v1 defender, beats the second help slide, and stings the off stick side corner. That's gonna be a timeout for Coach Burrows and her Golden Knights staff. Down 13-8 now here in the third quarter. Graff finding her second tally of the day. Up to 35 on the season for her. She's been one of the impactful initiators and finishers for this RPI Engineers offense. And the crowd that's here out in support of these Engineers seniors, loving this start of the third quarter. Coming out of halftime, they've put 2 goals up on the board here through the first few minutes of play and extended this lead out to 5. Again, this is the last regular season home game for the Engineers and the class of 2024. Stick around after the conclusion of today's game. We will loop back into the public address announcer here at ECAV Stadium as we look to honor the individual efforts of the graduating class of 2024. Senior midfielder Gabby Valley out of Orlando, Florida. Senior defender and team captain out of Marcellus, New York, Caitlin Kemp. Senior attack midfielder out of Kennebunk, Maine, number 6, Mia Bangelmeyer. Senior defender and draw specialist extraordinaire, number 9, Riley Eldridge, senior out of Groton, Mass, and the Groton Dunstable Regional High School. Senior midi/attacker, local Shaker High in Loudonville, New York native Roya Lewis. Graduate midfielder and RPI leading all-time goal scorer and creeping towards the leading all-time point scorer, first overall status, number 22 out of Old Rochester, Massachusetts, Megan Shea. And finally, they're stonewalling the back end of things. Number 35, goaltender out of Great Falls, Virginia, Jenny Canfield. Engineers win the draw. Will be able to play some make-it-take-it lacrosse here. It's been officially confirmed. Engineers will head up to play in the 4-5 game on Tuesday at Skidmore College against the Thoroughbreds. So not the last game for this Engineers 2024 team, just the last home game as they look to capitalize on this senior day Saturday, last game in regular season play. DeLeo 1v1 up top, shakes and bakes, low off stick side. Tucker stretched to get that one, may have gotten a piece of it. I believe so, as the officials are going to say. Shot clock reset. Engineer attacker Quinn Wallard backed it up and is now going to carry this one, send it up top to Valley. Engineers have been fast, furious, and efficient here so far in this third quarter, finding opportunities to score and opportunities to continue to possess. Great team offense here as they share. Silverman driving through traffic. Bounce shot finds the corner. And the officials say count it. Engineers' 14th goal on the day. Silverman's third as she's got 5 points, does the freshman phenom out of Abington High School in Pennsylvania. Number 16, Audrey Silverman, driving hard through the horizontal contact. Nice spin on that bounce shot as she cut across drove across the top of that 8-meter arc. And the Engineers now have a 6-goal lead with 5:23 left in the third quarter. Speck, Shea, and DeLeo at the draw control for your Engineers team. Barnum working with Ireland Morja and Riley Ganter. Engineers have been able to play some make-it-take-it lacrosse here in the third quarter to extend that lead from 11-8 to 14-8. Morja beats Speck 1v1 there for the draw control. Golden Knights, though, can't quite handle it. Now we're going to have to work through some Engineers attackers. She will ultimately do so, as unfortunately that's going to be a check to the head. Lauren DeLeo's stick got a piece of Ganter's head there, so she's going to go to the box for 2 minutes. Clarkson will have the opportunity here for a player-up opportunity for this offense that hasn't been able to find the net so far here in the second half. And now went from being down 3 goals at halftime to 6. With about 5 left here in the third quarter. Ganter starts with the ball, has 2 players right on her. She'll shift it over to Barnum. Barnum will step it over past Wallard. Clarkson offense was finding a lot of success here early and often, working through their 2 or 3 major options. Ball not quite being able to handle by the player-up offense there. Backed up well. We're able to step it over without stepping offside. So we'll maintain possession here on the player-up opportunity. Madeline Barnum, number 13, one of the leading players not only in the conference but in the region, has 3 goals to her name, leads this Golden Knights offense. Golden Knights team trying to find the slippery opportunities. They will do so, feeding into the middle of the 8 there. Eldridge is going to get called for the foul on the feed. Bartell, sophomore defender and defensive midfielder out of the Baldwinsville, will have it on the second inside hash off the left elbow here. Canfield gets square in her crease. She'll dump it low. Ball can't quite be handled by Cranfield, but Bartell picks it up. Unfortunately, though, Cranfield stepped in the crease as she was not able to handle that high to low feed. So the Engineers get possession here. Great switching the fields opportunity there. Abdul said to Spizzo, to Roya Lewis, and Lewis will carry this one in and dump it down to Quinn Wallard. Big call going against Clarkson there. Cranfield stepping in. She couldn't handle that high to low feed. So the Engineers will have a few more seconds. They're going to have to kill off the 2-minute yellow card charged to Lauren DeLeo here, but with a 6-goal lead. And some time on the possession clock. They'll hope to run some offense here, kill some clock, and maybe get a shot opportunity in the sequence of things. Officials got the clock situation sorted out, and Gabby Valley here is carrying through traffic away from pressure. She'll dump it to Lewis. Clarkson sending heavy pressure to the ball here, up a player, seeing if they can force a mistake by this Engineers team. Lewis deftly weaving her way through pressure, maintains possession, now finds some relief from Ella Graff. Graff, number 14, carrying it low here. Again, heavy extended pressure with a backer kind of inching closer, trying to see if they can spring a double. Engineers just looking to kill some clock with a 6-goal lead here on this card till they can get evened up. Dumps it off to Tipping. Tipping, the defender, stepped in to make it even, was able to relieve Graff and send it low to Lewis. Speck feeding in, can't connect with Graff. Under 10 seconds here. Lewis is going to have to find one quickly into the middle. She got back checked. She got back checked by Meredith James, and now Millington pushing the pace here. Lavernier finds Casson on the slow break, covered up well by DeLeo and Kat Kama. So Golden Knights not able to find anything on the player up opportunity, nor on the fast break off the cause turnover there. See if they can find something in settled offense. Eldridge walked Cranfield away from the rollback opportunity. Now it's Kama versus Lavernier. Lavernier looking to feed now, lefty attacker cross. DeLeo switches on to Lavernier, trying to deny the lefty roll. Will be able to do so, forces her back right. Switch again back to Kama. Kama really trying to get into the feeding lanes. Lavernier finds Casson. Casson got a shot off, but Canfield punched that one down into the turf and collected the rebound. Great save by Jenny Canfield, who has been seeing the ball real well here through the last 2 weeks of regular season play. Adds another save to her tally. Engineers clearing to the stadium side. Canfield up to 7 goals on the day. She's had 13 saves in her last 2 outings.
Chocolate what? Chocolate what? Chocolate phone?
Graff sent it off to Gabby Valley. Valley's got some space here off the wing. She does. She ducks underneath, and she scores! Gabby Valley, senior midfielder out of Orlando, Florida. Using that speed. Found some space underneath her defender. You see here, gets underneath, beats the help slide, toes the crease line so she doesn't step in, and then celebrates with Ella Graff as this Engineers lead extends to 7 goals. Valley has sparked a great individual offensive effort here as this Engineers team again showing that they have multiple ways to burn you. She's got 2 goals and 2 assists so far here today on her senior day. Again, 7 different players have scored the 15 goals that this Engineers team has put up through 3 quarters. 5 of those players have scored multiple goals. They show the depth and the continuity of this team offense. Officials sorted that one out, awarded the ball to the Engineers. Under a minute left here in the third quarter. It's been all RPI here in the third quarter. 15-8 they lead. It was 11-8 at halftime, and a barn burner of a first half that was able to show 19 goals through the first 30 minutes. It's been all Engineers through this next 15 as they have a 4-0 lead in this third quarter of action. Engineers are going to look to keep possession of this ball and try to go to goal with a few seconds left here, get one more opportunity on net. Graf operating off that right side of the 12-meter arc. Can't find anywhere to feed. Under 10 seconds, she drives in, pumps for shooting space, soaks some pressure on the slide, gets fouled, and that's how the third quarter will end. Engineers 4-0 in the third quarter have extended their 11-8 halftime lead out to 7 goals, 15-8 as we head into the fourth quarter. Appreciate you joining along here for Senior Day. We'll take a look at some of those third quarter goals. Gabby Valley finding Lauren DeLeo. DeLeo rolled back, soaked the hit, and scored. And then Graf, right to left, tucks it under, finds the top corner. Audrey Silverman, the freshman who's got 5 points on the day, getting in on the action. Physical righty sweep, and then it was Gabby Valley, shifty, coming up underneath her defenders, beating Claire Tucker for the Engineers' 15th goal on the day. We're going to step away for a few seconds here, folks. We'll be back for fourth quarter action in a few seconds.
We'll celebrate our RPI seniors shortly after the final whistle. Once again, stick around for Senior Day after our final whistle today.
I thought you just dropped something and you took a picture and you...
Nah, I dropped it on purpose.
On purpose?
I did on purpose.
What?
Playing sports or just Fortnite?
Sport is not a Fortnite. Not sport. Sports are not Fortnite, but I do play baseball. Yeah. Yeah, it's FNCS, right?
Yeah.
I don't play FNCS because I'm like 14 or 13. What? You're RSCS?
RLCS. Rocket League.
Rocket League. National Championship?
Yeah.
Did he just... Did he just fart? What happened? I'm okay, sir. Did you have a huge fart? Where's your wow?
Welcome back to ECAV Stadium. Final 15 minutes left here to play from Troy, New York in this last game of Liberty League Women's Lacrosse regular season action. Engineers lead 15-8 over the visiting Clarkson University Golden Knights. Engineers' total team effort, again, multiple goal scorers on the day, being led by junior attacker midfielder Lauren DeLeo, 4 goals to her tally. Additionally, getting some support, Megan Shea, 2 goals to her name. Ella Graf, 2 to her name. Audrey Silverman, the freshman attacker out of PA, freshman phenom, 3 goals, 2 assists. And senior midfielder Gabby Valley showing out on her senior day, being honored here after today's game. She's got 2 goals and 2 assists to her stat sheet as the Engineers extended their lead with a 4-0 third quarter, up 11-8 at halftime, and position here to secure their 6th conference victory if all holds true through the next 15 minutes. DeLeo winning another draw control, and that really has been the story of today's contest. 20-6 draw controls in favor of this Engineers team. 8 of those to Meg Shea, 5 to the freshman local Shenandoah High School product, Emily Speck, and 7 to the leading goal scorer on the day, Lauren DeLeo. Engineers sharing the ball on offense here. Will send it low to X to Lewis. Royal Lewis, shaker high product, rolls, looking to try to feed. Send it up top to Valley. Graff now looking to see if they can find some open space. 40 seconds left on the possession clock as Valley carries this ball in her cross, dragging it to the left side. Team gets balanced out into a different set. Shea, Graff up top. Shea sets a pick. Valley coming through. Shea will curl around again. Nothing there. Now it's Graff with an opportunity. 1v1 up top. Through traffic, through the slide. Ball gets through. Looking to find Speck. It got tipped by Barnum. We've got a new goalie in the crease. Jenica McGill, who has started most games for this Golden Knights team, has stepped in for this fourth quarter, was able to collect that ground ball. South Jefferson High alumni outlets it to Casson. The Golden Knights are going to have to try to clear through some white jerseys.
Go Trees! Go Trees! Fortnite.
It's going to be Maeve Bartell handling some pressure from Graff and Wallard. They're able to switch fields into the middle and step it over. Great crowd here for Senior Day. Back-to-back doubleheader on Senior Day here at ECAV Stadium. Unfortunately, the men's team, nationally ranked and at the top of the table, the Liberty League, suffered their first conference setback, 15-10 to the visiting St. Lawrence Saints. You can check rpiathletics.com for the post-game recap of that game, as well as where they'll be playing next week in Liberty League postseason play. Back here on the field, Barnum trying to find some space. Will dump it to Lavernay. Lavernay feeding across the top of the 8. Abdul said and Spizzo dropping in, got some contact on it. Now it's fed inside to Millington, who's squeezed and fouled. And that'll be a free position opportunity for Millington come up, but first, athletic training staff going to have to come out here and check on one of the RPI defenders, I believe. Actually, she's able to shake that one off and reset. Tipping's going to be the one charged with the foul. She's able to shake it off as Millington will have the second inside hash from the left elbow here. Going to see if they can get their first goal of the second half, and they can't, as Jenny Canfield dropped down and took that one away. Foul on the ensuing 50-50 ball. So the Engineers will get possession with an opportunity to clear here. Engineers' stout defense showed up on Wednesday. Unfortunately, lost 9-8 to the visiting Union College Garnet Chargers, their crosstown Capital Region rival. But it was a stout defensive effort from not only Jenny Canfield's 13 saves, but from this RPI Engineers defense that held one of the leading scoring teams in the Liberty League under 10 goals. And so far here in the second half, they've shown up after letting up some opportunities in the first half. They've locked Clarkson out of their net. So far here in the second half, pitching a shutout with 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Again, Clarkson had 8 goals in the first half. Nothing so far here through the third quarter and the first few minutes of this fourth quarter. Officials will call a violation on one of the Clarkson defenders. So this will be Quinn Wallard from the dot below GLE as we get play restarted. Another Engineers offensive possession. Wallard gets it checked out of the back of her stick, but that's going to be another violation on Clarkson. Wallard will send it up top to Gabby Valley. Valley 2 goals, 2 assists. One of the seniors being honored later today at the conclusion of today's game, so please stick around. Have the on-field celebration of those seniors. Shea was looking to feed somebody wrapping around the crease there. Didn't quite have the space to do so, so ball will come back up top. Valley 1v1. Not able to find any space, so she'll dump it to Shea. Shea to Quinn Wallard. Wallard's going to circle around here and work it back up top. Under 20 seconds left on the possession clock. Shea's going to drag some defenders over. Leading scorer is drawing a double here as Clarkson looks to try to make some different offense. Swings it to Valley, who finds the open DeLeo. And it's 16-8 Engineers. Great team lacrosse there. Clarkson could tell their scouting report said don't let Megan Shea drive. She sent it over to Gabby Valley, who waited and waited and then found the open player, which was Lauren DeLeo, off the left pipe. And DeLeo's got a 5 spot. She's got a nickel on the day. 5 goals. Leads not only this Engineers offense, but all scoring on the afternoon. Coupled that with 7 draw controls. She's been an impactful player for this RPI team here today. And puts her toe back onto the circle for this next draw control with Speck and Shea working opposite her. Violation against Cranfield there, so another draw control will go to RPI off the violation. Speck, Shea, and DeLeo really have afforded the Engineers opportunities to play make it take it lacrosse as Lewis charges in, decides to dump it back out to Valley. Leading the way for this Engineers team has been this draw control unit, allowing Engineers multiple opportunities to play make it take it lacrosse. They're out possessing this Clarkson team 21-6 off the draw. And anytime you're able to dictate possession like that on an opponent, it's typically a recipe for success. Under 10 minutes left to play here. Lauren DeLeo off the left side. Gets fouled as she was trying to get a little bit of a hitch and go type of dodge there, a little bit of a split dodge. And that foul is going to go against Barnum. Barnum not happy with the official's assessment of the opportunity. DeLeo off the hanging hash will exit trouble and send it over to Speck. Speck to Mia. Mia sends it up top to Shea. Shea with a nice right to left dodge and scores. Megan Shea has a hat trick to her name now on her senior day. The graduate midfielder, leading all RPI all-time leading scorer, was denied the first opportunity and then able to switch right to left, rolled through traffic and beat Jenica McGill up high, stick side. RPI lead now to 9 goals on the day. Shea, the all-time leading goal scorer in RPI history, now up over 150 career goals with that third opportunity on the day. She's now sits at 151 in her career. Congrats to Megan Shea for passing another career milestone. She's got 3 points left until she is the leading all-time point scorer in RPI history. See if she'll continue to put some on net either today or on Tuesday in their postseason competition up at Skidmore College. Has definitely been an impactful player here in her 4 years at RPI. Checking into the game on the defensive end, we've got a goaltender switch on the RPI defensive end. Number 12, Juliana Lucas, junior goaltender out of Hopkinton, Mass, gets a chance to step in. Engineers can't connect on a feed inside here, so McGill will be able to corral it, and the Clarkson will look to clear. Clarkson trying to clear here. Canfield, great individual effort. 8 saves today, only letting in 8 goals, all of which were in the first half for a 50% save percentage. That'll boost her stats as she's had 2 back-to-back games of 13 saves, and we'll get an opportunity to get some rest here in this fourth quarter with a 9-goal lead. DeLeo with a great opportunity on the ride and redefend. Got a cause turnover for this Engineers team and then was fouled immediately after. So 7:39 left. Engineers will have an opportunity to step this one in, be a player up. Handled the initial furious effort by this Clarkson offensive team that is very dangerous with some individuals that are tops in the Liberty League in points, goals, and assists. Been able to negate that advantage in the second half with such a huge draw control advantage. Additionally to that, their balanced offensive effort has really afforded the Engineers to play make it take it lacrosse and be very effective here. That ball bounces weirdly off the turf right into Barnum's stick, so Engineers will have a fast break opportunity here as she streaks from right to left. Challenging through the middle, through Spizzo, through Kemp. Finds somebody on the back door, and they finally break the scoring drought. That one's going to be, I believe, Gabby Cranfield off the assist from Barnum. And the Golden Knights closed the gap that the Engineers have built here with their 9th goal on the day. As you see there, finding Cranfield. Cranfield able to beat Lucas. Just textbook fast break lacrosse. Lucas tried to step out there to cut the angle down, but fast break opportunity with Barnum really being able to leg it out and draw some sliding defenders. So Cranfield will bury the Golden Knights' 9th goal of the day here at 6:54 left to play in the 4th quarter. First goal of the second half for this Clarkson team. They've been outscored 6-1 in this second half. See if they can find an opportunity off the draw here. And they will. They're able to scoop this ground ball up off the draw control. And they will have another possession against this Engineers defense. Avernay feeding across, finds Millington. Lucas punched it up in the air, and Spizzo found it up off the turf. Great job by that goaltender and this RPI. Close defense. And they'll have an opportunity to clear here and get the ball into their offensive end. See if they can extend that lead back out. Sitting at 8 goals, they're easily able to work the ball, finding Lauren DeLeo in the middle. DeLeo will send it down to Kaylee Schaefer-Hood. Hood pressured on the play, so Clarkson will be able to cause this turnover and get the ball back. Coach Delano, Coach Radigan getting some different players mixed in here. Opportunities for some more team effort and team lacrosse as Bangelmeyer with some great hustle. Wasn't able to dislodge that one from Barnum. Barnum pushing now to Messin. Kama jumped that feed on the slow break opportunity, and Lucas through traffic is able to scoop this one up and steal possession back for this Engineers team. Spizzo juking her defender on the clear, now tucking through traffic. Able to dump it off to Lewis. Lewis carrying through traffic now, trying to find some open space, does so. Finding her senior midfielder teammate, Gabby Valley. Valley charging in on the run, buries it high. Stick side, officials consult each other and they count it. 18-9, Gabby Valley's got a hat trick for her tally on her senior day. The senior 2024 graduating class's senior day, and the senior midfielder clapping it up and making it happen for this Engineers offense. Crowd's loving that one, loving the enthusiasm and effort for this team today. And the Engineers lead is back to 9, 18-9, 5:08 left to play. Valley with a great individual effort there. She's got 6 points to her tally. 3 goals, 3 assists for the senior midfielder out of Orlando, Florida. Helping to spark this second half offense for the Engineers. Our control goes straight back and right into the stick of Eldridge. LD really stepping up to assist this draw control unit that's been so influential on the pace and result most likely of today's contest. Ball will be in the hands of the freshman Speck here. Back to Valley. Alana McCarthy, Kaylee Schaefer-Hood, Ava Giller-Duron. Back out on the field here, now subbing in for the offense. Royal Lewis rolls from X, shoots on net. Just a bit outside there. Some different players now getting some action for this Engineers offense. And in net, Clarkson has subbed in another goaltender, Riley Donovan, freshman goalie. With Delmar, New York, Bethlehem High School grad, local product, getting some opportunity to play in front of some of her family and friends for the visiting Golden Knights. Engineers playing some team offense here. Kaylee Schaefer-Hood now with the ball. Back to Valley. Valley looking to feed, finds Speck. Speck cutting through, gets it tipped out of her stick. The ball will stay in bounds. About 15 seconds here as Lewis regathers it and looks to try to find an open player. Ball fed inside to Kaylee Schaefer-Hood. Kaylee was fouled on the play, no call. Valley will regather. It's about 3 or 4 seconds left. She's just going to dump this one into the crease, knowing that that ball was going to be called for a possession clock violation. She got it as far away from the RPI defensive end as possible before the clock hit 0. Donovan gathered it and outletted it, so Clarkson will have another opportunity here against this Engineers defense that has been so stout in the second half. Only 1 goal let up here in the final 30 minutes so far. Excuse me, 20-plus minutes so far. So we tick under 3 left here from ECAV Stadium. Engineers lost a player in the middle of the 8 there, but Clarkson attacker not able to handle the feed from X, so Lucas will be able to corral it. Outlets it to Akira Abdelsaid to the stadium sideline. Kama controls it off of the check. Eldridge had that one dislodged but was also fouled, so she'll get the ball back. LD will clear into space. We'll find a streaking Royal Lewis who helps support the ball in the clear there. Great lacrosse IQ for the senior attacker. Lewis has made a lot of great heads-up lacrosse plays today for this Engineers team, as many of these 2024 graduating class seniors have. Getting closer to 2 minutes here. Emily Speck with a nice split dodge through traffic. Was slid too quickly, so no shot opportunity, but really was able to lose her defender there. Lewis fouled at X by Ganter, so she'll take this ball possession on the left side dot here. Under 2 minutes left here to play. Engineers looking to get back even on the season and have an opportunity to win 6 games in conference. Lewis fouled on the play, so the ball will come back to her stick. 90 seconds left to play, 18-9. Engineers total domination in the second half here, looking to put the cap on their regular season and head in to Liberty League Conference play, and it's the freshman, number 7, Ava Giller-Dunn, rolling from X, stuck it into the off-stick side corner, and that's 19 goals on the day for the Engineers and a 10-goal lead. Great job by Giller-Dunn to wrap the corner of the crease there and sticks it into the off-stick side corner. Golden Knights will take a quick timeout here, organize themselves for the last 61 seconds of play here. Again, 19-9, Engineers lead. Effort's been led so far today on the shoulders of senior midfielder Gabby Valley with 3 goals, 3 assists, and junior attacker Lauren DeLeo, who's got 5 goals and 7 draw controls. Additionally, chipping in so far on the day, senior attacker Mia Bangelmeyer with a goal to her tally. As you just saw most recently, Ava Gilderone, number 7, freshman midi/attacker out of White Lake, Michigan, notching her 2nd career goal on a nice drive from X. Ella Graff, one of the 2 leading scorers for this Engineers team, checking in on the season and coming into today, has 2 goals to her tally. And the all-time leading scorer, goal scorer in RPI women's lacrosse history, Meg Shea, with 3 goals and 8 draw controls, continuing to be an impactful player for this team. Additionally to that, Audrey Silverman, number 16, the freshman phenom, along with Emily Speck, both providing some offensive effort. Speck with a goal and then 7 draw controls as the primary draw taker for this team here this afternoon. And then Silverman, quarterback on this offensive side for the Engineers. 3 goals, 2 assists does the freshman from Pennsylvania have. Again, nice mix of freshman talent and senior leadership and talent for this Engineers team has really allowed them to have a balanced offensive effort here today. It's the reason why they're up 10 goals with 64 seconds left here in the final regular season and final home game for this 2024 team. Eldridge wins this one off of the draw from Speck. We'll share it with Kaylee Schaefer-Hood. Continue to work the ball here. Up 10 goals, 19-9, trying to put a cap on a celebratory senior day and a great total team effort in response to a tough loss to Union on Wednesday. Ball work up top. Gillard Dunn working with Riley Eldridge, playing mostly defense and draw control. Formerly played some midi and attack for this team. She's going to get an opportunity to see if she can dodge 1v1 and get an opportunity on net. She does and scores! The senior defender, Riley Eldridge, 1v1 up top with a nice shake and bake, and I believe that's going to be the last goal of the day as we've hit the running clock and we tick under 10 seconds. Officials will confirm with a stick check. But what a way to cap this 2024 senior day. Riley Eldridge, 1v1 up top on the run. And the Engineers equal their highest offensive output on the day with another 20-goal tally in conference play here. And that's going to be it from ECAV Stadium, folks. RPI women's lacrosse team closes their 2024 regular season with a victory on senior day, 20-9 over the Clarkson University Golden Knights, one of their rivals in the Liberty League. Clarkson's season will end at 8-8, 2-7 overall into the Liberty League as we take a look at the nice pipe to the low corner shot by Eldridge that put this team up over 20. Engineers will finish the season out at 7-7, 6-4 into Liberty League, and have an opportunity to continue their season on Tuesday night up in Saratoga Springs, New York, against fellow Capital Region women's lacrosse Liberty League rivals Skidmore College Thoroughbreds. Stick around. We'll have the PA announcer here at ECAV Stadium for the graduating class of 2024 Senior Day recognition ceremony here in a few minutes. I want to say thank you to the RPI.TV staff for a great support of our RPI Athletics home events and our women's lacrosse team this season. Appreciate everything that they do to support the RPI student athletes here. Get an opportunity to look at a couple more highlights here. Signing off here today, 20-9. RPI finishes their senior day with a victory over the visiting Clarkson Golden Knights. We'll send it to the PA announcer here shortly in a few minutes for the senior day celebration. Thanks for following along, folks. Please check in at rpiathletics.com for information on how you can watch Tuesday's Liberty League playoff action.
I can't wait. Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ECAV Stadium for today's celebration of the RPI Women's Lacrosse Seniors. The class of 2024 has participated in 3 full seasons as student athletes at Rensselaer. They were unable to compete in their first season due to COVID restrictions. In their shortened lacrosse careers, these 7 women have impacted the RPI lacrosse program for the best. At this time, we'd like to recognize each of these student athletes. First up, number 1, Gabby Valley. Gabby comes to RPI from Orlando, Florida. She's a feisty midfielder with a limitless work ethic. In 42 games played, Gabby has scored 18 goals with 1 assist and has earned 16 ground balls. Gabby has been instrumental in leading and maintaining our team impact efforts. A civil engineering major, Gabby's accepted employment with Train Technologies in New York City. As an engineering sales associate, she'll spend 6 months in Wisconsin for a training program before returning to New York to sell heating and cooling systems and controls technology to the buildings in the city. Accompanied today by her parents, Dawn and Al, and her brother, Antonio, once again from Orlando, Florida, number 1, Gabby Valley. Next up, number 4, Caitlin Kemp. From Marcellus, New York, near Syracuse, Kemp has proven to be the ultimate team player. She has gone from walk-on to captain due to her tenacity, work ethic, and team-first attitude. Kemp has competed in 28 games on defense. She has 12 ground balls and 6 caused turnovers. Kemp is a 2-time Liberty League All-Academic honoree, a regular on the Dean's List, and named to the IWLCA Honor Squad and voted Most Improved Player in 2022. She is a 2024 team captain. A chemical engineering and sustainability studies dual major, Kemp was a member of the American Institute of Chemical Engineers and the Order of the Engineer. She volunteers at the Mohawk Hudson Humane Society and fosters dogs. Kemp will return to Plug Power as a process engineering intern while she pursues a course of graduate study in sustainable energy. Kemp will ultimately seek a career in climate change mitigation strategies. Once again, accompanied by her parents, Kristen and Ken, her sister Kaylee, with her niece and nephew, Braylon and Easton, number 4, Caitlin Kemp. Next up, number 6, Mia Bengelmeyer. From Kennebunk, Maine, Mia has shown versatility between the midfield and attack. Her composure under pressure has influenced her teammates in a positive way. In her 36 games, Bang has contributed 13 goals, 9 assists with 42 ground balls. At RPI, Mia majored in biomedical engineering with a minor in sustainability studies. She's a part of RPI's engineering ambassadors. Upon graduation, Mia is looking to work in medical devices for use in surgery. Once again, joined by her parents, Cian and Rob, from Kennebunk, Maine, number 6, Mia Bengelmeyer. Next up, number 9, Riley Eldridge. From Groton, Massachusetts, Elodie came to RPI as an attacker, but found her calling as a defender. A hard-nosed athlete with no breaks, Elodie added draw specialist to her resume this season. To date, in 31 games, Elodie's picked up 28 ground balls and 28 draw controls. A biology major at RPI, Elodie will pursue a master's degree in teacher education through Merrimack University. Riley aspires to be a high school biology teacher. Elodie has twice been named to the Liberty League All-Academic and IWLCA Honor Squad. She is named to the RPI Dean's List as well. joined today by her parents, Heather and Sean, and her Nana, Nancy. Once again, from Groton, Massachusetts, number 9, Riley Eldridge. Next up, number 13, Roya Lewis. From next door in Latham, New York, Roya transitioned from midfield to crease attack this season. She has proven herself to be a sneaky attacker who creates opportunities for the offense. Roya has competed in 29 games and chipped in 4 goals, 1 assist with 8 ground balls and 3 draw controls. On campus, Roya is a part of the Engineering Ambassadors. She has been named to the Liberty League All-Academic Team in multiple seasons. An aerospace and mechanical engineering major with a minor in studio arts, Roya will be attending graduate school at Georgia Tech, where she will be a part of the Aerospace Engineering PhD program. At Georgia Tech, she will be working in the Aerospace Systems Design Lab with a research focus in space propulsion technologies. Joined today by her parents, Nazreen and Derek, and her brothers, Ian and Reese. From Latham, New York, number 13, Roya Lewis. Next up, number 22, Megan Shea. A 5th year from Rochester, Massachusetts, Shea has left her mark on the record books at RPI. A midfielder and attacker, she has set almost every offensive record in RPI women's lacrosse history. With career records over only 3 seasons, Shea ranks first in all-time goals, points per game, goals per game, just to name a few. Meg has twice been named first-team All-Liberty League, a second-team All-American. She was awarded the RPI Strength and Conditioning Award in 2023. Prior to today's game, Shea's stats include 46 games played, 148 career goals for 163 points, and 213 draw controls. On campus, Meg has been an admissions ambassador and SAC representative. A mechanical engineering undergrad, Megan will be graduating in December from RPI with an MBA. This summer, she will work for New England Coastal Wildlife Alliance as a mechanical engineering intern. Joined today by her parents, Sally and Justin, from Rochester, Massachusetts, number 22, Megan Shea. And now we have number 35, Jenny Canfield. Jenny comes to RPI from Great Falls, Virginia. She has been a steady force in goal for the Engineers. Jenny has played between the pipes in 32 games to earn 189 saves with 51 ground balls. On campus, Jenny is a member of the Tau Beta Pi National Engineering Honor Society, the Embedded Hardware Club, Eta Kappa Nu Electrical and Computer Science Engineer Honor Society, and the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. An electrical engineering major, Jenny will return for a 5th year to complete an engineering and MBA program. This summer, she will continue interning at Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory. Joined today by her parents, Dr. Naomi Canfield and Commander Eugene Canfield, and her siblings, Jonathan and Rebecca. From Great Falls, Virginia, number 35, Jenny Canfield. On behalf of the entire RPI Women's Lacrosse Program and RPI Athletics, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your commitment to yourselves, your team, and to RPI. You will forever remain members of the RPI family. Congratulations to you 7.